We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Matthew Golden
with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, set.
Love from the gun. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Cardinals at 10-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now an audible here into something else.
Cardinal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
A loss of 4
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Love. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nail the middle, and it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 7 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup on the 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Love looking to throw it.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Love wants to shift things around.
They send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing. Love.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On the set.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Let's go now. Set.
Going back to Love. Throw inside complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw now. Here's Love. This is caught. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw. Going up top.
That is incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Love.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Let's go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Love now.
That's to Golden. He's got it right side.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Looking to throw. Love.
Over the middle, he's got Golden.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Pause, red. Watch it. Six. Red. Ready. Red.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready. 10 black. Ready.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Matthew Golden
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are back within a score.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? If they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles, they've got to go back out there and play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Back to throw. Love.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on, set. Blue, 32. Red, yellow. Ready.
On 2nd and 9.
Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. 6. Mega. Set.
On second and goal.
Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Jaden Reed.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
The kicker on.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Packers 28, Cardinals 24.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Cardinals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 62 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They'll set up to throw.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
10 at the 32-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw again. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
19, target, 3, 3. 79 Broncos.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 38, Packers 35.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On the ready. Strike 2. Here we go. Right, 95.
One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Cardinals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was.
I do run me behind these diamonds. I know it.
They caught you laughing?
I just got off to a slow start. I had to dig myself out of the hole, dug myself out of the hole, bro. My team just let me down. Shit.
Maybe I'll use some sludge again.
This really probably my last month. You know how you is, though. Oh, you Smith is finna get sick. You know more.
Babe, why do you always do, when you like mimic my voice, you always do it like that and make that dumb face?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I bet you don't.
It's a realistic. What the fuck you been eating?
Can't see it.
Oh, Jazz.
I want him to eat. And you have the nerve to say I'm study slipping.
What you want to call it?
I'm tired of eating the same old shit now.
You leaving tomorrow, girl?
Going our separate ways.
Girl. They call you Zeus. He finna be calling about rent money. I'm finna be calling about Wi-Fi.
I don't know why he didn't just say that.
Well, we done been here 2 more days. Since then.
You still have before the first.
Huh?
You still have before the first.
No, they were saying the day. That day. They were saying that we come in before 5.
You don't know how to talk to people.
Thank you. Thank you, God.
You needed that one?
I need all the blessings I can get. Nah, you good. I'm rolling up too. Nah, there you go. Shit, who you telling? I had three in the first. Three first rounders on this team. Yeah, I had three first. Bro, I got Jemiah Smith with the eighth pick, Leonard Moore with the 14th pick, and then Sammy Brown with the 29th pick. He a will linebacker that got 92 speed. Oh, that's 90 speed on bro. Nah, it's definitely a spill. They both sliders. That's how you feel again. On bro. I don't want Tyler Show either. But I don't want my quarterback. I got either. I got Cole Payton. He cool, but he left-handed. I'm not trying to deal with that shit again. I'm finna go ahead and rock out with Justin Fields. See what he can do, man. Bro, the two people I wanted to draft, bro, they got picked number two and number three. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I want an edge rusher. I'm gonna get Dylan Stewart. I know he fast in the hole. He get picked two. I want a quarterback. I want Lenore Sellers. I know he fast in the hole. He get picked three. I'm like, man, bro, fast. That nigga janky for that. Yeah. Bro, that was your ass. I had him on my board too, bro. I had him and I had Moore. I was like, if somebody pick either one, I'm gonna just get the other one. Facts. He got picked up early too.
Oh my god, you should
You know it.
have. I forgot I do have a little snacky.
That's some big bag shit. That's some shit you stole.
So, I bought this for my ungrateful boyfriend.
Let's go. I know exactly what pack that was.
If they're all right. Yeah, so Zendaya really died.
Shit, fuck us.
I cannot believe
Hell yeah, I'm on green. Slime.
it. Oh,
Why they black? You gonna look like Moon Rock.
because it's the Valentine's Day edition. I spent some heavy money for this for you.
Yeah.
Should have just bought myself something.